Bara la Afrika hii leo inasherehekea siku ya mtoto Mwafrika kote Afrika na ulimwenguni. Siku hii muhimu ilianzishwa kwa mara ya kwanza tarehe 16 Juni mwaka wa 1991 na shirika la Umoja wa Afrika OAU kwa heshima ya wanafunzi kutoka Soweto, Afrika Kusini ambao waliandamana dhidi ya mauaji ya wenzao. Mary Mwangi kutoka makao ya watoto cha Angelica Chok amesema siku hii ni muhimu haswa kwa mtoto Mwafrika, akidai kwamba wameshuhudia visa vingi vya watoto waliopuuzwa na wazazi wao.
Mary Mwangi from Angelica Chok, and we are very happy today to celebrate the African Child Day. And we think it's a very important day, especially for the African child, because we've experienced so many cases of children who have been neglected by their parents and their caregivers. So today, as we celebrate the African Child Day, I hope that we are going to pass a very strong message to the parents and the guardians in regards to taking care of the children around you, and in general, every child deserves love and care.
Mary Ann anasema kwamba serikali imefanya kazi nzuri kwa kuhakikisha maslahi ya watoto zinatimizwa.
Yes, the government has done a good job so far by first of all providing free education for the children. I think that is a very important basic need. We find public schools whereby people don't have to pay school fees for that. Also in terms of health, there's the NHIF cover where the government has provided that for children. So in terms of government supporting the African child, and there are so many laws that have been put together for children to make sure that they are protected, not just from neglect but from any form of abuse. So I'd like to commend the government for the good job that they are doing, and I'd like to tell them to keep it up as we work together as a whole village. It takes really a village to raise a child. So as we join hands with the government to make sure that our African child is well protected.
Ni wajibu wa kila mzazi au mlezi kuhakikisha haki za mtoto zinatimizwa na kutekelezwa kwa kikamilifu. Imizo yake Marian kwa wazazi ni gani?
What I can advise parents, and I don't want to speak to parents only but also to guardians, what I can advise them is that children have the same needs. They have the basic needs. A child needs love, care, attention. They need food, clothing, shelter, the basic needs of a human being, and now the loving and nurturing of a parent. So if you're a parent, the most important thing you can give your child is your love. Make sure you love them. Make sure you care for them. You're providing for them as much as you're providing for them in terms of the physical, that you also provide for them emotionally, you provide for them spiritually. Make sure that they are an all-rounded child, and when you give them your love, you basically give them everything.
Imizo vile imetolewa kwa watoto haswa wa kike kwa uangalifu haswa wakati tunaposherehekea siku ya mtoto Mwafrika.
Ladies, I want to advise you, most of us tunapitia challenges mingi. Most of us kuna wazazi wajiwezi, inabidi enter into relationship in early stage, tuna have boyfriend, and that is the infect, tunapata early pregnancy. And kwa girls si vizuri sana, kwa wasichana iko na infect mbaya, like ukipata mtoto ukiwa in a young age, it can affect your life. So like you girls now advise, like if you lack anything, you should not enter into this relationship in early stages. Napenda kuambia yoyote mwenye ako na shida shuleni, tafuta mtu ambaye anaweza kusaidia, ambaye ako karibu anakuelewa. Usikae na shida zako, unatafuta mwalimu, aunti yako ama anko ama pastor, mtu yoyote ambaye atakuelewa shida zako. Kwa wale wazazi pia wasaidie watoto, ningependa kuambia si vizuri sana.
Kulingana na Mike Shaira, mtetezi wa haki za watoto, anatuelezea zaidi kuhusu siku hii muhimu ya kusherehekea siku ya mtoto Mwafrika.
My name is Mike Shaira, Kenyan reggae artist. a child rights activist, and a musician concerning the plight of children. The Day of the African Child is celebrated worldwide. Today is a great reflection on the suffering and the plight and the sorry state of our children in Africa and the world. This was a day that was set up in 1990, but at first celebrated in 1991 by the then OAU Secretary General Salim Ahmed Salim. It was a day to commemorate when there was a student uprising in South Africa, whereby they were protesting against apartheid laws on June 16, 1976. And when the children were protesting against the Bantu Education Act that kept separate communities and colors.
Chahira anasema humu nchini Kenya bado tunahitaji utetezi kwa watoto, hasa kutoka kwa serikali, maana inafaa kupigania haki za watoto.
We need now a lot of advocacy and a lot of awareness on this day, as it is very important that it enlightens the children and the society. It tells them, it reveals to them whom they are and what they are supposed to do. They make sure that the government, because it's in the forefront in fighting for children's rights and implementing international conventions on the rights of the child, so the government should be in the forefront in celebrating this day.
Siku hii kulingana na Mike Shaira inafaa kusherehekewa na kupa ufahamu watoto kuhusu haki zao.
They are supposed to celebrate and create awareness, and as we try to wage ourselves the 2001 Convention on the Rights of the Child, and to weigh ourselves, where have we gone, as far as where have we gone in protecting children, and what needs to be done.
Radio Domas, jina langu ni Kevin Keitany.